guys, welcome back. My name's Tyson, we're here at Lumber Punks Axe Throwing, and we're going through my vinyl collection because normally we'd be doing videos about throwing axes. We decided to do a video about our other passion, which is music. So I've been collecting vinyl over the last 20 years, and I've started building up an interesting collection based on different pressings and stuff. One of my favorites is ACDC. You might have seen the previous video. If not, go and check it out. This particular video on ACDC is all about the irregularities and some interesting features of different pressings of ACDC. So in the previous video we talked about the labeling. We're going to talk about some things that aren't based around the labeling. So the first thing I want to talk about is to be wary of this. Okay, so what this is I think it is Jailbreak. Jailbreak in the little single 45. This particular album, probably about 25 bucks worth. But what I want to talk about is on the actual label here, you might see someone's put a signature on there saying Bon. Now, there's a fair few people that do this sort of thing where they'll sign an album with a fake signature. If you actually have a look at the particular signature that's on both of these sides of this album, this is definitely not Bon Scott's signature, but someone has put it on there, hopefully trying to swindle someone into believing that it is. So just be careful of that. Also, you'll see it's on the black label with the yellow striping on there. So again, like in a good condition, this is probably worth about 25 bucks. Because someone's actually written Bon on there, I could probably maybe sell it for maybe 5 bucks. Okay, so just always be careful if you're looking at signature stuff. The next one I'm going to talk about is this album. Now, this is, for those about to rock, We Salute You. You'll notice it's a very different one. The original pressing of this has got a golden background with a black cannon on there and black writing. This particular pressing is a Spanish pressing, and there's an interesting story to this. What happened is that when they were setting up the plates for the pressing of this, they got the inks on the wrong plates, and so normally it'd be gold with a black cannon and writing on it. This one they put a black background and a gold cannon with the gold writing at the top. It doesn't really increase the value that much. It's just an interesting irregularity. So again, this one's probably worth 50 bucks Australian, and by chance I happen to have 2 of them. So don't ask me how I got the second one and why I bought it, but I just thought they were very interesting. It's the only one that actually has this misprint on it, so I thought I might as well grab a couple of them. So yeah, so that's the Spanish pressing of for those about to rock. This one is the jewel in my collection, and again it is TNT. And in the last video we talked about how you should be looking for what they call a blue roux. So the blue roux, I'll pull this one out. The blue roux, if you have a look at the actual label of the album, this is a blue roux because of that little silver kangaroo there. So that means it's the very first pressing of the first run of this album. So that in itself is worth a significant amount. I think you know, if it was just a normal blue roux, this one would be worth I think it's 250 bucks. Now this is why this is very interesting. This is a misprinted album cover. So you'll see on this sticker here, right? This is a sticker that was put over the top of the actual album sleeve itself because the track listing was wrong. What happened is that they printed it, all of the sleeves off, and then realized that the track listing was wrong. They had to get all of that stock back and put this sticker on there, which wouldn't have been an easy task. So these are the very first run of this album. And I picked this up for, I think it was like about $80 Australian. The actual value of this one, the average of these go for about 500 Australian. I've seen them go all the way up to about 900. So again, a very interesting little album, and one of the prizes in my collection. This last one is also a very interesting set. This is my ACDC boxed collection, and this is the Backtracks collection. So the interesting thing about this is that it's created so it looks like an amplifier, and this is a working amplifier part up here as well. So like it's got a battery in there, little speaker on top. If you look inside, you've got wiring, a battery and a speaker, and if you plug in up here, you can actually play music through there and it'll come out the speaker. That's the cool part about this. Inside, you've also got this, which I thought was absolutely fascinating. This is a collector's book, just with lots of pictures and different bits of articles about ACDC. It's pretty much like a pictorial history of ACDC, so that's a good value in there. Then you've also got this album here. Sorry, this isn't the album. This is some reproduction stuff for collecting. So you've got a couple of posters in there, a couple of postcards of different production shots. There's stickers. You've also got like some badges, which is really cool, fun stuff, especially if you're a bit of a collector. So all of that is in that sleeve. Then you've also got an ACDC Rarities album in there as well. All of this is still in mint condition. I haven't taken it out of its wrap. But yeah, you've got different songs on there that never sort of got produced on normal albums. So that's an interesting part of it. And then the last part, which is what I think is fantastic, you've got CDs and DVDs in there as well. So you've got Studio Rarities on a CD, you've got Live Rarities on another CD, and you've got another Live Rarities there. Then you've also got a DVD of the Family Jewels, and also Live at the Circus Chrome, which again is another DVD. So again, a really interesting pack, and all up, we got this through a promotion, but value wise, this one's probably around about the $300 to $400 mark. Just a really interesting sort of package. So that's my ACDC collection. Obviously I've got other stuff, but these were the really interesting rarities. So again, if you liked this content, I'm going to be doing a whole heap of different videos. So if you want to subscribe, hit that bell, and if you want to give us a little comment, please chuck it down in the comments. Maybe tell me something that you have that I didn't know about. So chuck it in there, and we'll see you next time for another interesting video about my vinyl collection. My name's Tyson. We're here at Lumber Punks Axe Throwing. We'll see you next time.